Welcome to Avara. Long ago, the ancient and magical Adar civilization ruled in peace and prosperity, but their reign came to a catastrophic end with the decimation. This mysterious apocalypse opened portals between the material plane and extraplanar worlds, unleashing deadly monsters across Avara. Few survived the initial onslaught, and those that did struggled every day to survive in a harsh world where danger lurked around every corner. It wasn't until 1,000 years later that an alliance of dwarves, elves, and humans built a fully protected settlement and developed a way to close the planar portals, thanks to the work of the brilliant human wizard, Adrian Lefke. Together, the Lefke Alliance built a nation that expanded over the centuries, with new towns and villages supplying goods and resources back to the capital city of Lefke. New inventions, such as radios and automobiles, emerged, and the once devastated land blossomed into a utopia. But not everyone is content with the status quo. Some suspect that secrets are being kept by those in power, and whispers of hidden dangers and threats beyond the horizon abound. As the people of Avara navigate the aftermath of the decimation and the ever-present possibility of a new invasion, they must also confront their potential for corruption and betrayal within their own society.
Mayvelba Ashon, the first daughter of the late Dwergar kingpin Hordan Ashon, and the youngest of 9 siblings. Armed with a golden shield, she has pledged to defend the dwarves of Lefke against her own brother, Dom, who seeks to extort them. Maeve aspires to forge her own path and leave a lasting mark, free from the imposing shadow of her powerful family.
Kira, a Tabaxi catfolk barbarian from the all-too-elvish lumber town of Gaelric. A scene queen fighting machine, dressed head to toe in fishnet, combat boots, and her iconic cat ear headband, Kira's not like other girls. She's worse.
Banabin, a caramel cream-colored bunny folk from the farming village of Springview, a savant for all things mechanical, but not one for knowing social cues. She's always on the hunt to fix your broken items with her carrot-shaped toolkit and a dash of southern sass. When she's not helping her friends, you'll often find her working on her super-secret project.
Welcome, everybody, to the first episode of Halfcasters, this crazy little D&D podcast where a bunch of us friends were playing D&D and we're like, hey, what if we put microphones in front of it? I'm Darren. I'm going to be the GM for this, or the Game Master. I am joined by Kara.
Hello.
I'm joined by Storm.
Hello, hello, hello.
And I'm joined by Des.
Hi.
So, without further ado, let's get into it. We're going to zoom right in the camera over this massive circular city with these massive 100-foot walls surrounding the entire city, skyscrapers right near the middle, which dwindle down into the more suburban areas around it. We find ourselves in the district of Gledig, which is the more lower class area, but there's specifically a section near the center of the city known as Little Dual Tier, which is a mostly dwarven dominated subsection of this district. And that's where we're finding our first character, Mayvelba. You're walking down the street, Mayvelba, heading over to your favorite corner store, Nordex Corner Store, to grab some breakfast sandwiches. How do we find your character as they're moving down?
So, Maeve is a small, plump, ash-skinned, like coal-skinned dwarven woman. She would be classed as like a deep dwarf or a dwergar. And she has gold, like, face tattoos, and she is like dripped out in like this decadent gold necklace and rings and all the whole 9 yards. She's very fancy, and it's different for this part of town, but this is like her hood. She's from here, her family's from here, and she is going to the store to get breakfast for probably her entire family, which is herself, her 8 older brothers, and her mother, and going to a local place that knows all of them so that she can just walk in and be like, the usual, please, and wait for her food.
Yeah, you head right up to this little corner store. It's been servicing the area for a long time. The owner, Nordak, you well know. He's 250 years old, but doesn't look a day over 300. And he's been running this store for a very long time.
Yeah.
You creak open the door. There's a little bell that's attached to it. The bell
I'm
rings.
picturing like a New York City bodega
Exactly.
type vibe. Yeah.
Exactly. You walk in, there's some shelves with some basic goods and stuff around.
There's a
but-
bodega cat who's like just laying by the door to scare the rats away.
Perfect. Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
And Nordak himself turns around to face you. He's a older dwarven gentleman. He's got his apron on. He was back at the ovens making fresh bread for his sandwiches. Nordak has the best sandwiches of the entire district, so everyone
Easily.
goes straight there.
Nothing but the best for my family.
Exactly. And he sees you come in, and he's like, Maeve, welcome back. Welcome back.
Hi, Nordy.
Hey, Maeve, welcome. Come on in.
I need 10 sandwiches.
The usual, of course.
Yeah, same for everybody. You know how everybody likes their stuff.
Of course, I've got it. He reaches over and pulls out a list that he keeps on the table of everyone's orders so that he can keep it straight, and he starts going through and making all the sandwiches for you.
Yeah, I'm just like poking around the shelves to see if there's any like candy or chips or things like that I can just, buy on top of the sandwiches just to like bring home more snacks.
Yeah, and he's got something cooking for a second, and he turns back over to you, and he's like, hey, by the way, I never really got a chance to tell you, but I'm so sorry about your father. I know that happened recently.
It is what it is. It's the nature of the business.
Yeah, I mean,
Dom's doing a job,
yeah, he's trying his best. I mean,
I don't know if I would go that far.
yeah, I mean, I know that you're not like, you're in the family, right?
I mean, I'm the family.
Yeah, well, I mean, Dom came in the other day. It's totally fine. I mean, what you guys do is great for the community, but he's kind of threatening to raise the protection money up a little bit. I'm a little worried, but
He's just thinking with his wallet. I'll talk to him for you, okay?
Okay, yeah, I appreciate it. I mean, I'm struggling as it is. And
Yeah.
It might could kill me.
I mean, you make
if
the,
you know what
the
I mean.
best sandwiches in the world. Of
course.
course, I'm gonna scratch your back.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, plus I'm gonna be competing with Bronze Bites opening down the street. You, Maeve, would know that Bronze Bites is like the McDonald's. Like it's the McDonald's of the city, where it's like every time it opens, a lot of people go there for whatever reason.
Yeah,
even though
because it's cheap.
because it's cheap fast food.
Yeah, you can get a breakfast sandwich for a copper piece instead of a silver piece.
Exactly.
So everybody wants that instead, even though it's literal swill.
But yeah, so Nordak goes, I mean, I'm just thinking of that right now. I don't know. It should be fine. I mean, everyone supports me well, but I might have to increase hours or something like that.
Yeah, I'll definitely talk to him for you.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate that. He brings out the sandwiches. He sets them out on the table for you, puts them in a bag, and gets it all ready to go like you've done 100 times. And he says, hey, listen, I mean, you're already doing favors for me, but if you happen to swing by the Fernwood Market at any point today, my friend Simon Brightwood is fixing up a watch for me. If you wouldn't mind swinging by.
I don't have anything to do today. I can probably make some time to go down.
Thanks. I mean, I was going to do it myself, but at the moment, I don't know if I can afford to close down the shop.
Yeah, you're busy. I'm not busy. I got nothing to do. So I'll do it for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Well, here's your sandwiches.
Thank you so much.
You guys exchange cash, exchange sandwiches.
Yeah, grab all the sandwiches and probably like a big paper bag. Run home.
Perfect. And head on out back home. Perfect. Yeah, you get home. You head on in.
I'm passing out
Things
sandwiches.
You're passing out sandwiches. All your 6 of your brothers are here. Everyone but the oldest two, Dom and Reggie, who are probably out doing family business stuff. But you set those aside to get to them later. But a nice, lively room here. Mom's hanging out in the living room, listening to her radio stories while sitting at
Of course.
the chair.
I'm briefly gonna talk shit about my brother and basically relay the information to my mom. And be like, Ma, did you hear that Dom's going around raising taxes and doing all this shit? He's gonna run the neighborhood out of business.
Yeah, she hears you and she's like, well, I mean, he's the head of the family now. And...
I open his sandwich and I take a big old bite out of it and I say, give this to him from me.
Ooh, you're so naughty. She's like, I mean, I never bothered myself with the family business. If he thinks that's what's best, I'll leave it to him.
He's being a shit.
Yeah, he's always been a bit of a shit. Don't tell him I said that, though.
I won't snitch on you, Ma.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Anyway, can I go back to my program?
Of course.
All right, thank you. And then
I got errands to run, and then I'm literally in and out. Like, I'm headed to the market. I don't want to be around these people.
Yeah, your brothers are like being rowdy as usual. How young is the youngest? You're the youngest.
I'm
right?
the youngest, and I'm like in my early 20s, probably 22, 23.
Okay. Got it.
And there's probably a decent gap between me and my second youngest sibling. I'm guessing probably like 20-ish years. Like, there's a decent enough gap that I'm like the baby of the family. Like, nobody takes me seriously, which is why Mom's brushing me off as usual.
Oh, Mom.
So cool. I'm headed right back out. I don't want to be here and watch them all roughhouse in the penthouse.
Perfect. Cool. Yeah, you head out. You're walking through your district. You're heading towards the district of Fernwood, which, if you think of the city as like a circle, your district is in like the east side of the circle, and Fernwood is at like the southwest side. So a bit of a little walk,
bit of a
but
trek.
That's like the largest market of the area. You can find anything there, and that's where Simon's going to be. Simon's little shop that you know and love. He fixes up all the little gadgets and circuitry of everyone's items. But
perfect.
Cool. All right. So as you're walking, we're going to move on to the next person. We're heading over to Kira. Kira, you're hanging out and you're in the central city or in Midtown, the main district of the city. And you have gone out and you're on your way back to your apartment that you're staying in currently. Can you tell us a little about your character and where their head's at the moment?
So Kira is an 18-year-old tabaxi. She has a dark black coat, coat of fur, and she is currently wearing the Scene Queen dream outfit of like combat boots. She's wearing a bunch of fishnets. She's wearing, a crop top tee, black that has like, fishnet arm warmers, and she has a little headband of cat ears sitting in front of her actual cat ears because she is a cat e-girl. And she is walking down the street with a bag of groceries. She just got done grocery shopping for her boyfriend, which is what is causing the pep in her step. But she's not very good at grocery shopping, so all she picked up was like an egg, an eggplant, some sardines, and a banana, and she's somehow expecting herself to like create some sort of meal to feed her boyfriend, and she's so excited. Her boyfriend has been staying with her for 2 weeks. They were long distance, and she finally met her dream boyfriend, the dream boyfriend that she's always wanted, XX_darkangels_XX. Does not know the name, does not know a lot of things, but she knows that she loves her dark angels. And she is walking down the street with a little pep in her step, but to the outside world, no one can see that. She is walking with to anyone else's eyes, she's walking as though like she is marching to war. She has, the combat boots on. She is very she's a scene queen. She is emo for everyone but her boyfriend. She hates the world except for her man. Very excited, very giddy, but the world would never know because she hates the world.
Of course. And also, he's fairly famous in your fan communities at the moment, right?
Oh, of course.
Of course, because he writes the most primo fan fiction for...
The creme de la creme of fan fiction.
For this world's equivalent of manga, which we're just going to go ahead and call manga going forward.
Yeah.
But basically that ancient civilization, the Adarians, they wrote tomes of ancient stories and had like pictures and images, these old manga comic strips. And yeah, we, of course, from that have fan communities that are all about
the boys
those,
love.
all about the originals, but also are making their own stuff. And of course, you met Dark Angels over the radio, who does his own stuff.
He does live readings of his amazing works.
Of course, yeah, exactly.
And they're my
Live
favorite.
reading.
And we started talking, and things just bubbled from there. But we just met 2 weeks ago, and he's like 6'7". He's so mysterious, and I love him.
Yep, so mysterious. Always has a like big old black robe with the hood up.
Yeah, I have yet to see his face, but I know that I love him.
On his time.
It's been 2 weeks.
He's mysterious, and he's the Prince of Darkness. He's my dark angel. So it's obvious that I would not be able to see his face.
Of course.
Duh. He
Obviously.
has a lot of trauma, and he's slow to open up. One day he'll bestow upon me the greatest gift.
So Kira's making her way down the street. Our lovely Tabaxi queen.
Tabaxi scene queen.
The scene queen, of course. And she gets back to the apartments, goes up a couple flights of stairs. You guys have like a little studio apartment up there, which you moved into, and you head on.
We moved in 2 weeks. That's
Yeah,
all you need to know to fall in love with someone and move in with them.
Perfect. And you take out your keys, you start opening the door, and just before you open it, you hear movement and commotion inside, and you hear several voices talking to each other. Do that.
Sweetie? Yeah?
Just a second. Move the thing. Hurry. And you just hear these voices going on inside.
I opened the door.
Perfect. I open the door. Inside.
I got so many things. I got eggplant. I got sardines. I got so many things. I'm going to make you such a great meal. Yeah?
As you look up, you see 3 goblins all trying to stack on top of each other and trying to put on the cloak that you've seen Dark Angel wearing all this time. They're trying to put on this cloak with their hood, and they're like, "Wait, babe, I'm not ready yet." The person on top says this.
I dropped the bag of groceries. And are you my dark angel?
Listen, we can explain. They start climbing off of each other onto the ground. You see all 3 of them before you, all about half your height. These goblins, greenish skin, big long ears.
Do any of them have scene haircuts? Haircuts with the swoopy hair. Are any of them wearing eyeliner?
Gotcha. You see a wig off to the side of the swoopy hair. They hadn't quite gotten that on yet. None of them are wearing eyeliner yet.
She starts screaming. She starts.
Wait, babe.
You are not my scene king. How dare you?
The leader of the 3 comes forward and is like, "Wait, listen, I can explain. Look, this is Clogs." He points to one, and that's Gleck. I'm Zach. Listen, we know you. We love you.
Are you even emo?
Of course.
No. Prove it right now. Prove it right now.
Where's my guitar? And he goes to try to find a guitar. And the other ones are like, it's okay, hang on. And then they're talking to each other. And
do you even write? Do you even write the fan fictions?
I mean, Mostly. I have a... There's a
Mostly?
few I mean, kinda.
Everything is a lie. This world fucking hates me.
Wait, maybe this will make it better.
I thought you were my oasis in this never-ending sea of blackness and darkness and despair. But look at you. You're just a normie. You're just a normie.
They are heartbroken by this. You can immediately see their faces drop. All three of them talk to each other real quick and say, let's do the thing. And then the three of them step forward, all go on one knee. The one in the middle pulls out a small box, and the other two of them like reach out their hands to the box. And they look up at you and say in unison, "We're just three goblins kneeling in front of a girl, asking her if she'll make them the happiest goblins in the whole wide world." And then they open the box, and you see a little ring inside.
What does the ring look like?
It's black, has like a black gemstone on the top. Pretty simple, but they got it in your favorite color at least.
It's not emo enough. If there's not, a dagger, if there's not a skull on it, I don't want it.
There's no skull.
So I look at the ring and I look at them and I'm like, it's like you don't even fucking know me. I thought you were the only one who knew me. I thought you were the only one who understood my deepest and darkest desires. And I go to kick the one who is holding, like the main one who's holding the ring.
Yeah, Zach in the middle.
Zach, I go to kick him in the face with my combat boots.
Perfect. Let's go ahead and make a roll for that. Can you make an attack roll for me?
Oh, I would love to. It's going to be 10. I think it's a plus 5. Yeah, so 15 to hit.
15? That hits.
Yeah.
You pick Zach. He goes flying back. The ring box goes clattering across the way. Clogs and Gleck both go running back to get Zach. Zach, are you okay? Oh my goodness.
I bonus action go into a rage.
Fantastic. They see you. Can you describe going into a rage?
Okay, so Kira has one blue eye and one green eye, and immediately as I go into a rage, my eyes turn into slits, and you can kind of see like you know how a cat kind of poofs when it's scared and upset. My hair on my body starts to poof like a poofed cat, and I start going feral, where I kind of like just start crouching forward and my hands come out. I don't have a weapon in my hand. I'm not attacking.
Oh yeah. Fair enough.
And I'm like, give me the next edition of your fan fiction right now.
It's not ready yet. It's still like being written.
I attack whoever said he was talking.
Perfect. That was Clog, so you can go ahead and make another attack roll for me.
15 to hit.
15. Yep, you hit again. Just whack them across the room. The three of them are now freaking out and are like, "Wait, babe. Okay, we're just gonna go."
I am not your babe. I am your queen of darkness.
They turn around and they start sprinting for the window to the fire escape.
All three of them are?
Oh yeah, they're clamoring along. One of them's like dragging Zach. He looks still dazed.
How high up are we? If I kick them out the window, are they going to die?
We're about 4 stories up. They would likely, depending on how they land, likely die.
Okay, I'm gonna let them leave.
All right,
I'm gonna let them leave, and I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna run to the window and yell out, "I knew something wasn't right. My Prince of Darkness would definitely be more emo and more mysterious. But this is too much mystery, and I fucking hate you."
Too much mystery.
I fucking hate you.
Yep.
You don't even have a scene haircut. And you didn't even have guy liner.
Remember, they are just going down the fire escape as quickly as they possibly can, are yelling, "Go, go, go, she's going to kill us."
And I would like to search the apartment to make sure that they weren't lying about the next edition of the fan fiction, because there's a tier list for Kira, and fan fiction is above everything else.
Perfect.
The boy love that she needs, above everything else.
Gotcha. Yeah, you start looking through the stuff. You find his desk in a separate locked room that you were never allowed to go into, but now you definitely go into it. And you see a stack of pages of what would be the next fan fiction, and then there's a note on it that says, "Hopefully these do well for your next reading. Enjoy the fan fiction. Love, Seebo, Seebo."
my goodness. I think Kira starts crying. Because she doesn't know anything about cooking. She doesn't know anything about doing housework. But for the past 2 weeks, she has been madly head over combat boots for this three goblins in a trench coat. And the fact that he wasn't even writing the manga.
Yeah.
She's
go ahead
seething.
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me if you could.
A juicy 7.
7? Great. Yeah. You don't know exactly what's going on. But yeah, you can tell that they weren't exactly writing the fan fiction. They were definitely using someone else to write it, and then we're
a ghost writer.
Acting as the front man.
The most un-emo thing.
Exactly. And we're definitely working to create this identity of XX Dark Angels XX.
Underscore Dark Angels.
Of course. Can't forget
And
the underscores.
the Z, there's a Z in Dark Angels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you start to think, oh, wait a second, I should have included in by the fact that Dark Angel was plural. There we go.
Kira does not pick that up. Kira
no.
has 2 brain cells, and both of them are very angry and upset.
Perfect. Sounds
So
good.
she, what's it called? Because the apartment is under his name, she's going to trash the whole place. Or their name, shall I say.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to trash the whole apartment.
Perfect. Sounds good. Yeah, you should just start wrecking shit. Yeah, flip over the table and knock over the...
She turns on the radio and gets death metal on, and she's like, I have to channel my inner dark beauty goddess. And kind of like artistically emo, like just trashes the place, but like on beat with the music.
Perfect. Yep.
Like she's definitely picturing herself in a movie, but she's also very upset.
Exactly. It's definitely very performative what you're doing.
Yes, very
because
performative.
That's the only way that you know how to express it. I love it. Yeah. Perfect.
She's like, I used my cute voice with him. I nyad at him. I did everything an e-girl was supposed to do, and it was all for nothing. And so she is so upset. And do I know the name, the Sibo? Do I know him?
Sibo?
Do I know anything about that?
Yeah. Go ahead and make a history check, just to see.
Well, that's a 19 plus.
Ooh, damn.
Oh,
I was going to say intelligence.
history. 19.
19. Perfect. Not quite where you needed to get to.
19. Damn.
I'll say that you.
On episode 1.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
it's fine.
you wouldn't
It's
really
fine.
know. With a 19, I'll give you the info of just like you've heard of the concept of like ghostwriting, where you'll hire someone to write pieces or the entire thing of your own stuff.
Yeah.
And then you can either keep it under a pen name or you can put their name in the credits. You haven't seen this person's name in any of the credits of any of the fan fiction you've read, any of the...
He's not part of the community.
Yeah, any of the manga sequels you've read, any of that. You haven't come across that name before.
The fix.
Cool. So yeah, you trash the place. What do you do from there?
I stomp out and I start just walking.
Perfect. You just walk out and just start...
Hoodie up. Just my makeup's running down my fur, which doesn't make any sense, but it's happening.
It's happening. I mean, you're in a fury right now, but you also can take a moment to recognize how good you look with running makeup.
Yeah, I'm looking in like
just
puddles and I'm like,
imagining the email
ooh. I'm not like other girls.
Look at me not being like another girl.
Looking at yourself in like the glass of stores, just being like, oh shit.
Exactly. Like singing a theme song under your breath for this moment. Cool. Yeah. And yeah, you just start walking in a straight line in a random direction.
Because I don't have anywhere to go.
Yeah. Perfect.
Just alone in the world, like usual.
As you do. Cool. And we're going to pause there on your story and zoom back out above the city. And we head on into Fernwood Market, which is in the district of Fernwood. It's known as like the largest market where you can find anything you need to buy is going to be there. It's a lot of like random stands set up with tarps over them, but also like a lot of the buildings have been turned into stores, and it's bustling day in and day out. As we move into this area near the market square, which is the largest area of just like a bunch of kiosks and storefronts, we have a little alley, and in that alley we have a door, and the door on the front doesn't have any name or anything on it, but does have like a gear icon that's inlaid in the front. And inside this little store, we find Banabin working under a tinkerer named Simon Brightwood. She's been apprenticing under him for a little while. And you're working basically on like a little pocket watch of dwarven design, putting the finishing touches to it. As you're doing that, can you go ahead and describe your character and what they're thinking and what they're up to?
Sure thing. So Banabin is in her mid-20s in human years. She is kind of like a light beige caramel, like light caramel kind of color fur. If she's standing on her back two legs, she barely hits 3 feet tall. Barely. Floppy ears, and she has just like maybe like a few little like earrings kind of poked in, but they have like a bunch of just random cogs and glitter everywhere. Her work attire, you can see, is like clearly slightly hodgepodged together. It doesn't really make sense. Very steampunky. And she kind of has her nose down. If she looks up, you can see kind of just dirt and just oil and smudge just like all over her face, because she's just nose in trying to figure everything out. Is kind of keeps to herself sort of. And so she's been under Simon for a while. She's kind of towards the end of tinkering with this watch, and in the process of doing so, it needed a few cogs kind of taken out and replaced and stuff like that. And she's kind of like kept the cogs to the side because she has this kind of agreement with Simon of, hey, I'm working on something. It's best if you don't know what it is, but it's something, and I'll show it to you once it's done, but I need all the broken pieces for it. So you can see her, she's like towards the end of it, and she pulls out this somehow surprisingly long spring out of this pocket watch, and she goes, typical dwarves. Shoves it in her pocket and gets a smaller spring, twists it back into place and goes, that's going to be 100% more efficient, and it'll work 10 times better. And kind of snaps it back shut and does like a quick little test to the pocket watch to see if it works. And it seems like it is. So she's like, Simon, I'm finished.
Simon comes in from the back carrying like a box of just random metal knickknacks and sets it off to the side. And he comes over to inspect your work. He's human. He's like late 50s, so just over middle-aged, graying hair. And he walks over and he looks at the watch and opens it up, and it's like immaculately designed and fixed. It's running perfectly. And he's like, Banavin, I don't know why you're apprenticing under me. You've clearly surpassed anything I can teach you at this point.
There's still plenty you could teach me.
Sure. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I literally cannot afford to lose you at the shop right now because I cannot do half the things you can do. So feel free to do whatever you want. I know you're working on something secret.
It's nice. It's really nice.
Oh, I can't wait to see it. Anyway, I'm gonna head back to the back and keep working. But if you could man the shop for a minute while you work on your other thing. Nord said he was going to come by later today to pick up that watch, so if you can just keep it nearby.
Can do. I should probably go see Nord sometime soon. I was trying to see if he could get me a carrot salad sandwich or something like that.
Yep, that's very like you. Yes, I feel free to grab that at any point in the day. Happy to have you come in and out. Just let me know when you leave, of course.
Sure thing. I'll let you know so I can see if you need anything.
Yeah, of course. He starts to head back, and then you hear a ringing at the door as the door opens up, and in walks Maeve.
I'm probably gonna like slowly walk in and like take a look around and things like that because this isn't somewhere that I've probably been before. So I'm just kind of like moseying around, seeing if there's anything like on display or whatever. Not super in a rush to pick anything up because this is just like this is a favor. It's not an errand. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm probably just moseying around and looking around.
Yeah. It's set up like a storefront, so there are like little things to purchase. Most of it is foreign to you, but little knickknacks and stuff. A lot of toys in here, like Jack in the Box type items, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
And you do see, and Bannerman, you see her, two of you make eye contact as you walk in.
Hello.
Can I help you?
Yeah. I'm picking up a watch. For Nordak.
Well, you don't look like Nord.
I'm not Nord, that's for sure. I'm just doing a favor for him.
So you know Nord?
I do know Nord.
Nord's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. I like him a lot.
And while Maeve is like, yeah, trying to make like friendly conversation, Bannerman just turns around and leaves. Turns around to go, and you hear Bannerman yells and goes, "Hey, Simon, some person named Maeve's here for Nord's stuff."
Oh, Maeve, I know Maeve. Simon comes downstairs and sees you and is like, I don't know if you remember me. You were about this tall. And
Is
like
Simon dwarvish?
No, he's human, but he's
But he's around.
He's around. He's a friend of the dwarves, and will fix a lot of
the family.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but is he a friend of the family?
Probably not. Like, he hasn't seen you in a long time, but he would have met you like as a young person if back in the day when your father needed something fixed.
A little toddle.
And anytime that the family needs like anything techno magic aligned, they'll bring it to him to get fixed. So
Got it.
You would have tagged along for that. But yeah, Simon's like, you probably don't recognize me, don't know who I am.
Maeve 100% does not recognize him at all, but she's like, "Hey, it's so good to see you.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's good to see you too.
You look good. You look really good."
Thanks. What can I help you with?
I'm picking up Nord's watch.
Oh, of course. Bannerman just fixed that up. And he goes over and picks up the watch, brings it over to you, hands it to you. It says, everything's taken care of. This one's a pro bono for Nord. We go way back.
Oh, amazing. Yeah,
In
I
the
look it over.
meantime, while Maeve and Simon are talking, can Banabin just like get up real close to Maeve and is just like looking for something to fix?
Looking at my whole outfit, being like, "What can I mess with?"
You do see in what kind of armor do you wear?
I wear.
Chainmail, I think.
Yeah,
right?
I'm pretty sure it is chainmail, or scale mail. Hold on.
Yeah. You see that Maeve tends to wear like this, just a little bit of armor.
It is
on
in
her.
fact chainmail. You were correct.
Yeah, this chainmail armor, and you see that there's a couple like loose links in the armor.
Banabin immediately like whips out this like metallic, it looks like a carrot, and she just whips it out with not even like making eye contact. She just whips it out and just flips it open, and she pulls out a bunch of tools and is just all up in
my personal bubble.
Yeah, full on breaking so many boundaries.
Maeve surprisingly doesn't react negatively to this. She almost reacts as if she's at like the tailor shop or something. Like she like lifts her arms up so that they're out of the way and like T-poses while still in conversation. Like she's like, this is normal for me to get like doted on, basically. Be like, yeah, okay. If that's what we're doing, that's what we're doing. So she's got her hands up and out of your way so that you can work. But yeah, she's just talking to Simon and like pretending to catch up. She's like, "Oh yeah, and like, how's your family?"
Oh, they're good. They're good.
I'm so glad.
Most of them have cut me out entirely of conversations, but it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Honestly, I think I might be getting there too. Yeah. You're good. You're good. That's just how families are.
Exactly.
When was the last time that you got an actual upgrade in repair to your this?
I mean, this is just a look, you know. I'm not expecting any violence or anything. And she like examines her outfit, does a little spin, and she's like, "Yeah, this is just like fashion."
Well, you might want to go and get a new one.
I'll keep you in mind if I need one, okay? And she like goes through her bag and like looking for almost like a business card. She's like, "Do you have a card?"
No, but I'm probably the only Harengon you're gonna probably see.
It's likely, yeah. And she, Maeve is also not super tall. She's a dwarf, so she's short as well. But she's like, it's rare for her to see very many people that are shorter than her. Like it's like halflings, and that's really it. So she's like looking down on you, and she's like, okay, yeah. And I mean, you work with him, so if I need anything, I'll be back.
Yeah, Simon's just like watching the two
Yeah,
of
the interaction.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. So you guys are chatting for a minute, and I'm going to pull away from this for a minute as you guys chat, and we come out back to Kira walking down the street, and you find yourself almost automatically just like walking on autopilot. You find yourself in Ferntrap Market, walking directly to your favorite shop, and before you know it, you're like, oh. You'd like come to almost
Self-care mindset.
Exactly. Retail therapy.
100%.
And you come to the market square. You see all the kiosks around, and immediately catch the eyes of one of your favorite stands in the market square, run by a guy named Mr. Glittergem. He's a male gnome. He's messing with or setting things out on his stand, and he sees you and waves to you. Like, hey, come on over. It's good to see you again.
Kira definitely rolls her eyes and is like, life is a fucking drag, bro.
Yeah, he says, oh, I hear that. And
You don't understand, though. You don't understand.
You know,
You don't understand what kind of day I've just had.
And you know what? I understand that I don't understand, so
What
please
do you
lay it on me.
What do you have available? What is the new thing
Oh,
that
I got
no
some
one
great stuff.
has?
He turns around and he starts going through some boxes, and you look out on the table of his wares, and it's you would already know this, but it's like you'll see like weeb shit. It's all weeb shit. There's cheap katanas, some kunai out. There's studded chokers. There's like black leather, just knickknacks. It's basically everything that you might find at like a Hot Topic is just laid out on here. He's got a few like knockoff mangas off to the side. And yeah, he goes through a box and he pulls out this like plaid hot pink mini skirt. And he's like, hey, I just got this in. I think you're going to love it.
My eyes go wide, but I try to like cover it up, and I'm like, I can't let him know that I'm very excited about this.
Listen, here, take this. It's normally 10 gold, but I'm going to give you the friend discount. 5 gold, and it's yours.
I have no friends.
All right.
But I'll take the five gold.
All right. He like wipes away a bead of sweat.
Okay, then 10 gold.
He's like, great. Here, take it. Do you want anything else? I got some nice stuff in.
I peruse through the manga, and I'm like, oh, this is all like last month's stuff. Ugh.
I know,
Gosh.
right? He takes the mangas and he just throws them over his shoulder. He's like, terrible stuff. Look, I got this other stuff. I'm gonna get some new mangas in soon. Come on by another time, all right?
I'm in such a bad mood. I'm like, I'll take this, I'll take that, I'll take this. I don't even want that because that one's not even my taste, but I think it'll show just how damaged I am and just, you know, my style. I think I need that one as well. And doesn't have any like care for the price. Is just kind of like, this is retail therapy. I'm at Hot Topic right now. the world doesn't understand me and I need things to glue my broken heart.
Of course. Yeah.
Every page of the manga heals you.
So you're going through all this stuff. You're picking out the best things, setting it off to the side. And then, all of a sudden, a massive explosion knocks you back as the street itself erupts about 30 feet away from you, forming a massive hole in the cobblestone of the market square. A wave of spider-like humanoids erupt from the opening and begin attacking the crowd. These creatures' tarantula fur-covered bodies stand upright and have 4 arms, each clutching sharp metal weapons similar to daggers. Their 6 glowing green eyes squint against the sun as the jagged pincers emerging from their mouths twitch with excitement. They begin attacking the crowd indiscriminately. Nearby guards that were in the area rush in to defend the civilians caught in the carnage, but 3 break free from this and start rushing towards you and the stand.
More importantly, is my plaid skirt okay?
You see the stand itself seems mostly intact. You see the plaid skirt on the ground. It's a little dirty, but doesn't seem to be ripped.
I go into a rage.
Let's go ahead and roll initiative. These spider-like humanoids come pouring out. Guards in the area come rushing in to try and protect what citizens they can, and 3 go running towards Kira and the stand. And you see Mr. Glittergems, they're just starting to grab his things and put them in boxes. He's like, I gotta save the merchandise, and he's grabbing things and putting them working on it.
Businessman.
Exactly. Businessman first. Cool. So we're going to cut from that because actually first in the initiative order is Banabin. So you two, Banabin and Banabin and Maeve, you guys are in the shop with Simon, and you just hear a massive explosion outside, right in the market square, which is basically right next door. And Banabin, it's your turn, your first reaction to the explosion.
My first reaction is to go, what was that? And then immediately just go sprinting off.
Perfect. Yeah, you bust through the front door. The bell rings as you do. And you get outside, and you look down the alleyway out into the market square, and you see this scene where there's a giant gaping hole in the cobblestone and a bunch of these spider humanoids pouring out of it. Quite a bit of chaos. And directly in front of you, I say directly in front, you guys, the shop is just over 60 feet away, but from this massive explosion. But closest to you, you see this little kiosk that's been knocked over. You see this gnome grabbing all of his belongings and putting them into a box for some reason instead of just running. And then you see this catfolk tabaxi in a mini skirt pulling out a massive axe, just standing in front of them. What would you like to do?
I would like to. So, what is the distance? What is the distance between Banabin and that cart?
And the cart, you're about 60 feet away.
Okay,
So if you did full movement and a dash action, you'd get there this turn.
That's what I want to do.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. So yeah, on your turn, you get movement, you get an action, and you get a bonus action. So you're going to use your movement to run 30 feet is your movement? Is that
Yes.
correct? Run 30 feet, and then your action, you'll run another 30 feet. Then you have your bonus action left if you have anything you can use for that.
For my bonus action, I would like to cast a Sanctuary on this random tabaxi that I have no idea who they are.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Bad decision. I'm going to attack you.
Perfect. You cast the spell. So the spell itself, you ward a creature within range against attack. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. All right, cool. I love it. So yeah, you cast the spell. What does spell casting look like from Banabin?
Banabin will take out once again her handy kind of, it looks like a carrot, but it's actually metallic. And she flips it open and takes out like 2 or 3 different, like very intricate small tools and just starts poking at just random parts of this tabaxi because Banabin doesn't know who this is. And it's just kind of like, it looks kind of like she's like screwing something on or
She's
like using a
tinkering on
wrench.
you.
And she just kind of goes, "You be all right out there, darling. You go have fun."
I look over and I'm like, "Excuse me, what the fuck? What are you doing? What are you doing to me? What is this?"
Just go have fun.
And I think at that moment, like, I feel like the sanctuary on me, and I feel like I like, kind of know, like, oh, she did something good, and I'm like, I don't like preps, but maybe you're all right. And I take my big great axe and like I scrape it on the ground, and I'm like, I've had such a fucking bad day, and I go into a rage, and I immediately just poof. Are you done with your turn?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
the end of my turn.
Yes. Curious.
So I'm like grating my great axe along the ground, kind of like dramatically, like, oh, this fucking day just doesn't end. And I look at my miniskirt on the ground, my plaid pink miniskirt, and I see that it's kind of like you said, dirty and a little bit grimy, being that it was on the floor during the explosion. And I'm like really upset because I wanted to make it grimy and, damaged. I didn't want anyone else messing with my shit. And the fact that, like even intrinsically, I'm like, oh, that kind of looks kind of cool. That kind of looks kind of punk, being that it's all dirty. I'm like, I've had such a bad day that I'm just like, let's fucking get it on. I need to expel some of this pent up emo anger that I have inside of me. And so I go into a rage, bonus action rage.
Perfect. Bonus action rage.
And can I attack one of the people?
Yeah,
Or-
absolutely. Yeah, you rush forward a little bit to hit the first one. But yeah, there's 3 like coming at you, staggered a bit. And yeah, go for your attack.
12 to hit.
12 does not hit.
Does not hit. Okay.
Yeah, so you slash through with your axe. The creature just definitely moves to the side, like drops to the ground on all 6 of its limbs and skitters to the side and comes back up.
Maybe like I don't. For like the audience to know, I am currently using a great axe, and it is hot pink, and like the tip of like, I don't even know like terminology for weapons, but like the head of the axe where the sharp bit is has like like a pink heart on the side, like that's hollow, and it's just a very very cutesy girly kawaii sort of great axe, and
Perfect. Sounds
just
good.
to match the aesthetic, to match the fit, and maybe I feel like Kira just doesn't know how to handle it yet, has not had to kick some ass in a long time.
Yep. Yeah, you're knocked a little off balance swinging this thing, but so far so good. All good with your turn?
Yeah.
Perfect. So the...
Oh, no, I would like to get in between Banabin and all the enemies.
Perfect. Sounds good. Yeah, you're definitely taking up the most attention here, these spider creatures. So they all sprint forward towards you, and they're going to start attacking. They each get several attacks, so give me a moment to roll those.
Darren's trying to kill us. First episode confirmed.
Oh, yeah, of
TPK,
course.
TPK.
Of course. So I've got 9 to hit.
No,
Got a 19 to hit.
possibly.
We've got a nat 1 to hit. So that misses. So that's the first guy's attacks. Now we're on to the second guy's attacks.
3 each.
21 to hit.
Also,
Oh, yeah. Hang on, I gotta take this back a little bit. So that first one has to make a wisdom saving throw, I believe.
yes, a wisdom saving throw.
3 attacks on episode 1 when we're level 1.
Yeah, Darren hates us.
Rolled a 4.
Haterator.
Fail.
Failed. Fantastic. Is it for each attack, or is it just once per turn?
Any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell.
Got it. Yep. So it's per attack. Wow. Okay. Great. Fantastic. So
You're
we're
gonna
gonna
be rolling so much.
Yeah. Give us a second.
That's what you get for
Sucker.
having 3 attacks against first levels.
All right. We got an 18 for the second one, which is the one that hit.
That one does hit.
Perfect. And then a 4 for the last one.
Misses.
Gotcha.
So 2 fails and 1 save.
Got it. Okay. And then next one's going to start attacking. We're going to roll through this. So we got an 8 for their first wisdom save.
Fail.
Got a 7 for their second.
Fail.
And a 10 for their third.
Fail.
Fantastic.
We love to see it.
We're going to get all the numbers out, and then I'm going to start describing this. 15.
Hits. Or it goes through the sanctuary.
It's able to attack. Got it. 13 to hit.
Meets it, beats it.
13 for the wisdom save.
Yeah.
That beats it, and then a 19 for the last one.
Yeah, all 3 of those.
Gotcha. So yeah, the first 2 like come up to you to start hitting you, and they are just like they pause for a moment and think about their life and their life choices.
They're
and they're like, must I attack this creature? No, I don't think I will. And then they basically end their turn before shaking it back off and going to attack again. The third guy, however, does not think about his life whatsoever, and he's going to start. He's going to get his attacks in. So, attacks against Kira, we got an 11.
No.
That misses. 19.
Yep.
And then another nat 1, baby. All right, so a total of 2 hits between the three guys.
I love a nat 1, baby.
And first damage is 3 damage.
Is that already halved?
That is not. And then 6 for the second. So a total of 4 damage. Because you're in a rage, you're taking half damage. So it's going to be a total of 4 damage between a total of 9 attacks coming in. My goodness.
We love it.
We love to see it. All right. Cool. And that's all of them. They're basically just going to be surrounding Kira and trying to take her on head first. However, the one that missed entirely, that one's going to move away from you and start running towards Banabin. Because it's leaving your area, though, you're gonna be able to take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. 17 to hit.
17 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Ooh, 12 plus
Damn.
5. So 17.
17 damage.
17 damage. I'm in a really foul mood.
My
Foul.
God. Yeah.
Stinky mood.
So,
Stinky. The darkness is swelling inside of me.
perfect. So this one that came up to you and just completely was like questioning its life choices about attacking you, decides instead of attacking you, it's going to go after Banabin, and you say no thank you, and just slash it across the back as it runs by, chopping off 2 of its arms. And yeah, I'll just tell you, it's at 1 hit point now. You did enough to nearly kill this thing, but it does keep running towards Banabin. We'll say distance-wise, it's able to close the distance. So Banabin, you've got 1 right up on you,
Okay.
right next to you.
But it doesn't have any arms.
It's missing 2 out of its 4 arms.
Oh, 2 out of its 4.
Yes.
I see it running towards me and I go, "Our sovereign hosts."
And then Maeve, you finally get to your senses.
I'm like, oh shit, something's going on. Yeah, I'm gonna dash in and try to help, I guess.
Simon says, "Y'all have fun," and he closes
Y'all
the door.
be safe now. You hear?
He closes the door behind him, and you just hear like 5 locks going on the other side.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a dash to get over there, and then I can't do anything once I get there because I have to fully dash to get there.
Got it. Yeah, no worries.
But I'm ready.
yeah,
I'm ready.
yeah.
I'm yelling,
Scream-
probably.
screaming and shouting.
Just giving him a good old, hey, I'm walking here.
I love it. Perfect. Yeah, cool. Yeah, you sprint across, and there we are. So now it's all the rest of the commotion. You see more guards have come in and are pushing, trying to get these spider creatures back to the hole that they emerged from, are trying to protect commoners. More people are running away. Mr. Glittergem is still packing boxes, and he's like, I'm almost done, as he's just trying to protect the merchandise. And we'll jump back up to Banabin.
All right. So Banabin is going to cast Poison Spray.
Tell us about poison spray.
So Banabin is going to extend her paw towards the spider creature. since it's in range, and is going to project a puff of noxious gas from the palm of her paw. So I need a Constitution saving throw.
Fantastic. We've got that was a 4 to hit. A 4 Constitution save.
That is a fail. So I get to roll damage.
Fantastic. Go for it.
And more than likely, it's a 1d12, so more than likely.
Yeah, it's without even rolling. Let's see. How much damage did we do?
8.
8. Fantastic. That's plenty to kill this one that had 1 hit point.
He deteriorates in a puff of flies.
This thing is like limping towards you after like almost half of its body was taken off, and you send out this noxious gas.
It gets enveloped in like this purple kind of gas, and just kind of coming from Vanavin's hand, and she just goes, "Oh, bless your heart."
Perfect.
And as soon as it dissipates from her hand, she's just like, "You gonna get up there? Are you done with your daring do's?"
It's just like foaming at the mouth, just dead on the ground. Perfect. Cool. All right, that's your action. Anything else you want to do here?
I might go help Glitter Gem, this Glitter Gem person, be like, "You need any help?"
Yeah, just grab those things, put them over on the box over there. Be careful of the breakables. They're very expensive. And you see like there's a teacup set that has like a drawn character across the front. You probably wouldn't recognize the character at all, but
Oh, how cute.
yeah, and he's like, "That's a collector's item. Be very careful."
Oh, just puts it down.
Cool. So you help just start putting boxes together. Love it. All right, Kira, you're up.
I think I'm gonna look over my shoulder and make sure that Banabin was okay. And I see the poison thing happen, and I'm like, maybe she is kind of cool. And
Maybe she's not a prep.
maybe she's not a prep, prep. And am I able to hit enemy number 2?
Yes. Yep. You still have two more that are like right up on you at this point.
Okay. I would like to reposition myself between them and Banabin and Glitter Gem. Glitter bomb.
Glitter Gem, Mr. Glitter
Gem.
Yep, sounds good. Yeah, you take a step back, make sure that the two of them are right in front of you, so they know that they have to go through you to get to them.
Yeah. That's a 20 to hit, not nat.
20 hits.
11 damage.
11 damage. Perfect. Cool. That's so much damage. My God, you do a lot of damage. All right. Yep, still standing, but yeah, you chop off another arm, and it's still there, going to start stabbing at you.
Is it a 6 or 9?
It's a 9. It's got a little dot.
Oh, okay. That's gonna be 14 damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. Again, a lot of damage. Makes sense. Yeah, you fuck this thing up. With just single strikes, you're just almost destroying these things. Almost. Cool. All right. You all good? Anything else?
No, that's gonna be it for me.
Perfect. All right.
Also,
yes.
Sanctuary has officially ended.
It has. It's just a round, or I think it lasts for a minute, doesn't it?
It does, but the warded creature dealt damage to another creature, so the spell ends.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so Sanctuary lasts as long as you don't actively try to hurt anyone, which you did. So yeah, that dissipates. Makes sense. Cool. All right, the spider creatures are going to go. They're both just going to be going after Kira now. So let's get some attacks, and we got 6 total attacks coming in again. I got a 13 to hit.
No.
I've got a 12 to hit.
No.
I've got a 23 to hit.
Possibly.
Possibly hits. Fantastic.
I think not.
It can't make it through the fishnets.
So that was all from the first one. Second one's attacking with an 8.
Nope.
And then a 16.
Yep.
And then an 18.
Yep.
All right, so 6 attacks come in. A total of 3 of them hit. Can roll some damage here. 6 damage from the first one, half to 3. 4 half to 2. I'm going to add all this up for you, don't you worry. And 5 half to 2. So a total of 7 damage comes through. So yeah, you're just getting stabbed left and right. But with that half damage, you're able to withstand a good amount of it. How are you looking?
I'm looking really emo.
Gotcha.
Really beat up. Really like I rolled around in some dirt. Got the blood on me.
Yeah, you got one of those cuts on the forehead, and the blood's like running down across your eyes.
I've never felt more beautiful in my life. But I am extremely hurt. Just side eye.
You look cool, but also you're hurting.
I'm trying to look the coolest I've ever looked. I'm trying to pose after every like hit, but also I'm like shaking a little bit. I'm like, ow.
Taking everything to stay on 2 feet. Cool.
No, not to stay on 2 feet, but to look cool.
Specifically. It doesn't matter if I fall to my knees. I better look cool doing it.
100%.
Love it. Cool. All right. Maeve, that is you. And yeah, you're right up in the fray now.
Cool. I am gonna run up, and my hands are like glowing gold a little bit, a little sparkly. And I go, hey, can I? And I try to get your permission to put my hands on you.
I'm like, do whatever you want.
And I
roll my eyes.
I like grab
but
your
like
wrist.
I look away and I'm like,
please touch me. Touch starved, but also dying. And I lay on hands you for 5 HP. Get you back up and moving, hopefully. But yeah, it's like gold, almost like metallic, like in a furnace thing.
molten.
It's like
Sure,
molten,
molten gold.
molten gold. That's the word.
Molten.
So it's like molten, kind of spreading across you and just like suturing up a couple of your wounds.
I look
Not all
down
of
and
them,
I'm like,
but-
oh my god, another fucking prep.
I'm surrounded by prep.
And then I'm gonna just turn around and pull out the shield and mace.
Perfect.
Towards the baddies.
Very cool. Sounds good. So all of that's good. Commoners are going to go again. These are all the people around. A good number of people have now begun fleeing the square. A few more guards come in. It looks like that they're getting the all the spider creatures that are at the hole under control a little bit and pushing them back. And you've got the 2 in front of you. Mr. Glittergem is still working on boxes, but at least he's got Banabin's help. Speaking of Banabin, what are you up to?
So Banabin hears kind of like the clunk and hears Maeve kind of saying like, can I? So she kind of turns around and how hurt does Kira now look?
I'm doing just fine.
She's doing just fine. So she kind of goes, oh, honey, are they being all mean to you again? And just kind of comes back up, walks back up, and casts another poison spray.
Perfect. Sounds good. Which one are you going to target? There's one that's been hurt already and one that's looking pristine.
I am going to hurt the one that is... attempt to hurt the one that is pristine.
Gotcha. Okay. Sounds good. I am going to roll a Constitution save. That one got a 12.
Nope. That, they get hit with some damage.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Yeah.
5.
Got it. Cool. So 5 damage. Nice. So yeah, this one gets hit, kind of shakes its head, goes back as this like purplish poison enters its lungs, and then it goes back into attack. Cool. Do you have to be within 5 feet to cast
10
poison
feet.
spray? 10 feet. Cool. So you can keep a little bit of range on him without being right up in there.
Right.
Cool. All right. Sounds good. Anything else for your turn?
Banabin's gonna kind of go and kind of hide a little bit behind Kira and Maeve now, just in the background in case something happens.
Perfect. Sounds good. Cool. We're now to Kira.
I don't know if this is like a perception check, but could I see if these creatures can talk?
Yeah.
Are they making any sort of noises or communicating with each other in any way?
You can... Yeah, go ahead and make an insight check for
Oh,
me.
you know, that's my worst one, Darren.
Oh, I'm very familiar. Yeah, insight is what you would have had to use to figure out the 3 goblins in a trench coat thing.
A juicy nat 1.
Nat 1? Of course it's a nat 1.
Of course. Well, it's a 2 with a -1.
Oh, God. So a dirty one.
Dirty one.
A dirty
my
one,
God.
which is
Dirty,
probably
filthy,
what I got with
stinky
the 2 weeks that I was with my super hot, sexy angel of darkness.
3 goblins in a trench
Perfect, sounds
coat is the funniest fucking shit I've ever heard.
You hear them making like chittering noises.
Oh, I hate a chitterer.
And, exactly. And you could swear that they're making fun of you. Like they are making fun of your skirt, your whole look. They're looking you up and down and making chittering noises. I don't know, man.
Oh my god. I'm gonna immediately throw down my great axe, and I'm gonna go in for a super potent ninja strike.
Fantastic. Go ahead and roll your attack for that.
That's gonna be a 17 to hit, and I'm gonna go for the one that was making the comments, the one that was snickering the most. I'm gonna go for him. I'm gonna go for the jugular.
Perfect. The one that you hit before, it looks like he was talking shit. So yeah, you go for
it. Oh my god.
Yep. Go ahead and roll your damage.
A super potent ninja strike.
Yeah. Yeah, your claws come out.
That's gonna be 6 damage.
Perfect. Sounds good. Can you go ahead and describe how you kill this one?
In the jugular.
Perfect.
Straight where he was talking shit.
Sounds
I'm
good.
never gonna let a normie talk bad about my freaking outfit that is pristine emo chic.
Yep, you do perfect ninja form.
And I learned this from my manga. I learned this from my fanfics. Just how to deal the perfect ninja strike.
Perfect. You slice across with your cat's claws and strike across its jugular.
No. Like I'm doing like hands, flat hand into the neck with my my nails or my cat claws, which are painted black, chipped nail polish, and some glitter acrylic sort of like what are they called?
Crackle.
Yeah, like crackle and like some charms on top, so that it's like a bulbous puncture wound, not just
Oh yeah, of course.
not just a nail puncture wound. We got some juicy class to it.
Yeah, you go in, you take your hand back out, blood like splatters you in the face, and
I'm like
their blood
wild eyes, and I lick the blood like.
Exactly. Their like green blood mixes with your red across your face. You wipe it off, and there's like this nice streak of blood across your face.
I'm like, damn, I know I look cool right now. I fucking know it.
Perfect. And then you have this last spider creature here who is going to attack you, I guess, in revenge. So let's get some attacks in here. First one is a 7 to hit.
No.
Second one is a 23 to hit.
Yes.
And the last one is a 10 to hit.
No.
All right, fantastic. So go ahead and roll the damage for the one hit that gets through as it stabs you with one of these just like metallic shards that they're using as daggers. 5 damage, which is going to get halved to 2 because of your rage.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it just stabs you in the arm and you don't even flinch. Cool. Yeah, you're very cool, Kira. I don't know if you knew that, but you're
I fucking knew it.
You're looking so cool.
I've known this my whole entire life. No one has understood just how cool I am.
Actually, can you make another insight check for me?
A juicy 9.
9, fantastic. Yeah, everyone around you thinks you're really cool.
Yeah.
These new people that came over, they're like, wow, this person's so cool.
Yeah, you're so right.
All right, Maeve, you're up.
Cool. I'm, I guess, gonna try and, I don't know how familiar anybody is with tennis, but you know a tennis backhand, but with this big spiked mace that I have
Ooh, that looks cool.
on this last guy.
Perfect. Yeah. Go for it.
That is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Cool.
Roll your damage.
And beans. That's gonna be a 4 damage.
4 damage.
I
Hey,
know,
no
I'm
worries,
pitiful.
no hey, you're good.
You're getting warmed up.
Yeah, you come in with your mace. You've got your shield protecting you on the other side.
I'm healing.
Strike across, and do a bit of damage.
Yeah.
This thing's looking pretty hurt.
Just a classic tennis backhand.
Cool. Mr. Glittergem is doing his thing. He's almost done. He keeps yelling that out. Guys, I'm almost done. Just a little longer. Banabin, it's your turn.
Banabin's gonna roll her eyes when she hears Glittergem for the 10th time being like, guys, I'm serious. I'm almost done. She's gonna, oh, bless your heart. And do another poison spray on this final enemy.
Perfect. Go for it. I roll. Constitution save. Dirty 20, I'm afraid. 20.
Dirty, filthy.
So that 20. Saves. I believe nothing happens on a save.
Yeah, nothing happens on a save.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah, you blast those across. This time the creature, one of its free hands of its forearms, reach out and grabs your hand and pushes it up into the air as the poison burst goes up. And it pulls you in close and roars in your face.
It wants the teacup.
It does. Kira, you're up.
Oh, that's me. I was looking at you. I was like, okay.
Guys, it's late. We're all tired.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Mr. Glitter Bomb, whatever his name is. glitter.
Your best
glitter
friend,
coin,
Mr. Glittergem.
Mr. Glittergem, and I'm gonna say, could you actually put that teacup to the? Could you put the teacup to the side for me? I actually really want that one. I didn't see that when I was looking.
Of course. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. I got you.
Okay.
And he laboriously starts wrapping it in paper to make sure that it stays safe for you. Money above all, he says.
And I'm gonna pick up my great axe and I'm gonna go in for. This is another person who was talking shit about my outfit, right?
Yeah, they were talking to each
Oh
other.
my god. That's
not
gonna
allowed.
be a 14 to hit.
14 hits. Just
Beautiful.
barely. Go ahead and roll that damage.
12 damage.
12 damage. Fantastic. Go ahead and describe your final kill here.
So this is gonna be the great axe, and I'm gonna, talk shit, get hit. I'm gonna slice across the throat, but then I have to remain you have to be cool. I have to be cool while doing it. So I'm gonna do it kind of like backhand, and then turn around and face the people that have been helping me and go like, yeah, and do a peace sign, and with a wink in one eye.
Sounds good. You do this pose after you slash through the guy. There's just a fountain of blood coming up behind you.
Yeah.
That's creating a very cool silhouette. Once again, you know that everyone thinks you're the bomb.
Can I roll to
bomb.com.
see if I think that Kira is cool?
Yeah, you can roll an insight check on yourself if you'd like.
Vanovin's just gonna start just
Applauding.
I got a 4.
applauding.
You got a 4?
Oh wait, hold on. I got a 5.
A 5? Fantastic. So you don't know your deep down feelings, but on the surface, that was kind of a cool move. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. this new version, you don't really get it, but you know that it's cool to someone, and that's what's important.
You clock the cat ear headband in front of the actual cat ears,
Yeah.
and you're just like, what the hell is going on?
It's
But,
bold. It's bold is what it is.
If it's cool to you, it's cool to me. You know what I mean?
Awesome. Cool. So yeah, last one goes down. You see the guards that have rushed in, they've now gotten to a number where they're able to kind of handle everything and push these creatures back into this hole, and they're kind of creating a perimeter around it. It seems like everything is kind of settling back down. You do hear moans of people that have been attacked by these things and aren't quite dead. So you see some of the police that are have more magical abilities are going around and trying to heal people that they can. So you guys have a minute here where it's things have calmed down, and it's the three of you. Glittergem is off to the side doing his old thing.
I'm gonna get my teacup real quick.
Perfect.
My priority.
Sounds good.
I'm bagging up all my little anime, manga, fanfic goodies in my little backpack, which is definitely has the points, the metallic points. What are they called? The studs.
Yeah.
Yeah, very studded backpack. Filling it up with all my
Spiky
goodies.
punk backpack.
Nothing had just happened. My main priority is all my goodies.
Yeah. I would like to pay my compliments to both of you. So Maeve kind of walks up in between both of you and it's that was badass. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was kind of punk.
Yeah.
I haven't done something like that in a while.
Well, you got right back into it. That's amazing. I don't do stuff like this normally, but that was amazing.
You guys take a moment here. just as a second explosion goes off. And a third explosion, now off in the distance. You hear a loud boom off in the distance. You see smoke rising. You see one pillar of smoke coming up from the district of Eladir, which is the more ritzy district. And you also see one coming from Gledig, right in the direction of where the Dwarven subsection is in that area. Right in the general area of where your home might be.
Yeah, the second I even hear it, I'm like whipping around and just starting to haul ass. Family before everything.
Perfect, sounds good. You start running.
Like, I don't care about any close by explosions. I don't care about any explosions anywhere else, but Gledig is top priority for me.
Sounds good. What are you guys up to with these?
Banovin's probably just gonna go ahead and follow Maeve, because in her mind, she's like, because she comes from working folk, she would say, working folk. And so she knows, like, the upper echelon people, probably, like, the police force or, like, security forces.
Security.
Like, they're gonna be fine. They can hold them off for a little bit. But, like, these people are probably gonna be the ones who, like, really need it in her mind. So she's just gonna be running up behind Maeve, whipping out her metallic carrot to start fixing her...
I love this carrot weapon.
Her chain armor and say, I told you need to go and get you some new ones.
Perfect. You start running. Kira, what are you up to here?
So I think for a second I'm like so focused on my teacup that I'm like, whatever. But then I don't even clock that she's running. I don't even clock all of that. But I look over towards the explosion and I'm like, that's where I get my chain-studded belts from. I know that the dwarves have been giving me my what is it, my like chain belt, my chain danglies, my goth belt, and I'm like, I can't lose anything else today. And so I like literally throw my backpack at Glitter Bomb, whatever his name is.
Glitter Gem. You'll get it.
His name's Glitter Bomb now.
Yeah, it's been Glitter Bomb since the first time you entered him.
You know what? That's fair.
And I throw it and I'm like, hold it. I'm like, like basically, I'll be back for it. And I go running towards the explosion.
You got it, Kira. I'm your biggest fan. Just keep running away.
I turn around and do the peace sign. I go, yeah.
Perfect.
And then
leg kicked up.
With my leg kicked up,
just
blood,
covered in blood, yeah.
Covered in green goo. Ugh. Everything's matted on my fur.
And you start sprinting away. So with the three of you guys sprinting to this other district, going to save family or friends or your favorite shopping location, we will end our session there. Thanks so much for listening, everyone. You can follow us on socials. We're at Halfcasters everywhere for news and updates. And we also have a Patreon, patreon.com/halfcasters. We're going to have bonus content there, including our after show, where we'll discuss what happened in the previous week's episode. First one of that is released next Sunday, the 23rd. And our next main episode is going to be on April 30th. So we'll see you all there.